I haven't even uploaded, or I haven't even edited and uploaded my last video that I made when I went out of town a few weeks ago at the end of summer, and I'm already out of town again, which makes me really happy because a few weeks ago I wasn't sure if the world situation would allow me to go out of town again before winter, and it has. Next weekend, actually a week from today, a week from today is actually my birthday, and for about a year or so I kind of have had in the back of my mind I wanted to go out of town, get away from my like normal routine just a little bit to enjoy some downtime, to kind of like reset my brain mentally. So I'm really happy to be here. Plus, it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous week. The colors are just changing right now. You can probably see behind me some of the trees are starting to look a little bit golden. It's still quite green this weekend, but I think next weekend there's going to be a lot of color. This week I am working a little bit, but I did also take some time off, and I have some creative projects in mind. Lately I've been so drawn to taking photos and videos, and obviously this is the perfect time of year to do that because I love photographing the leaves and landscapes. And well, anyway, you're watching videos on my channel, so you probably know that I enjoy making videos of those things as well. Today though, I gave myself today just to do whatever I felt like, and this morning I decided what I felt like doing was going apple picking. I think I'm going to go apple picking. I'm going to buy some local cheeses and produce because there's a lot of that available right now. And then I also, on my way here, I drove through a nice little village that I've never been to before. It looked like it had art galleries and a few little, you know, shops that seemed interesting, antique shops, which I love looking in antique stores. So I think I'm going to, yeah, it's already almost noon, so I need to get going. Is it really fall if you haven't been apple picking? Look. It's one of the first great weekends of the year to go apple picking. I'm back and I had a really great afternoon. So the morning, as you saw, I went apple picking. Then I came back here, dumped off the apples, ate some apples, and went to a little town called Knowlton. And It was great because they had a lot of antique shops, a lot of kind of people in the region were visiting and antique shopping. I had a really nice time. I got to chat with a few people and just wander around the town because you know what it reminded me of? If any of you have ever watched Gilmore Girls, it reminded me of Stars Hollow. It looked exactly like that and kind of felt that way on a Sunday afternoon in fall too. So I just thought I'd show you what I picked up at the antique shop, which I'm really pleased with. There was one guy who said he had recently gotten a lot of antiques at estate sales because a lot of people are moving right now. I think the whole work from home situation has made the real estate market go crazy. At least that's what everyone was saying. But I got these, well, they look super fancy. I don't know what the market is for antique candlesticks, but they're antique candlesticks from the 1800s. I love really old stuff like that. I think they're quite pretty. I am not a food vlogger by any means, but tonight I'm making some fresh pasta. Well, it was frozen. I didn't make it from scratch. And I'm using the last of my tomatoes from my garden, which makes me kind of sad. I picked them all before I came here and they finished ripening the last 2 days or so. They're gonna be dinner and that's it for the tomatoes this year. I have some pasta with pesto and of course those last tomatoes. I put some burrata with it because, yes, healthy. Every day here has been so perfect. It's been so warm and sunny, even though the mornings and the evenings are still quite cool. Just in the middle of the afternoon, it's so beautiful that even though I have to do a little bit of work a few of these days, I feel like it's just such a waste unless I take a little walk in the middle of the day and go for a walk or go for a quick drive. Somehow it just managed to be the perfect week here, and I definitely don't take it for granted at all because these days really in fall are kind of rare because it can be quite cold and rainy here in fall, so this is great. Is there anything more relaxing than a lake? It's just so nice. I wanted to just take a walk after work, but look at this incredible evening and view. It's so great. can't believe that this must actually be probably the best week of this entire year. As you can see behind me, the leaves today are really just starting to change. A few days ago it was just a few scattered leaves, but now it's everything is changing.
I was lost in the woods, under dust, and the fairies found me. And they led the way, they cleared the way to my heart. All the hurt, all the pain under the skin, I had fainted.
It's the end of the first day of fall, and I'm taking a walk before it gets dark. It'll be dark soon. There's also a really noisy crow here. You're going to hear him in all of my footage, or her. I think in ancient Celtic folklore, crows are a sign of fall and the coming winter, so it's pretty appropriate. I've been doing a terrible job at lighting fires this week, mainly because the wood and the kindling and even the pine cones are so wet. Hasn't rained, but it's been foggy every morning, so there's a lot of moisture in the air. It's just a vortex of smoke. I can light a smudge, so if I'm lost in the woods, someone should be able to rescue me at least. So I always associate this time of year with new beginnings. Maybe it's because my birthday is this time of year. In fact, my birthday is 2 weeks, or in fact, my birthday is 2 days from when I'm recording this. I think sometimes I associate this time of year with new starts because maybe because of that, it signals the end of a year for me and the start of another year of life. Which is great. I try to really appreciate it. I think a lot of people can get a lot of anxiety when they reach a certain age, or kind of reach any age after like 13 probably, where you're not so sure you've accomplished everything you wanted to every year on your birthday, and so it can be really difficult and tricky. But I think I'm just actually every year I've been really grateful for everything I've been able to do, everything I've been able to accomplish. I am not necessarily where I thought I'd be in life, or I haven't necessarily accomplished everything I thought I might by now. But on the other hand, I've done so many other things I never expected I would do. And I'm quite proud of all of those accomplishments, those things that I have been able to do. I'm really, really grateful for it. So basically, I'm just grateful I had yet another year. So yeah, that's how I feel about birthdays. I'm not Jewish, but I have a lot of friends who are, and I know they celebrated their New Year recently. And a lot of other kind of cultures, I've spent a lot of time in recent months reading about ancient Celtic beliefs and Celtic spirituality and culture, and they always celebrated the New Year this time of year, actually in late October, because November 1st was their New Year. And maybe that's always kind of what I felt. Of course, you know, as children, we all started the new school year in September. So it just feels like, to me, a time when we can start thinking about what we've accomplished in the previous year, but also looking ahead to the year. Hear weird noises. But also looking forward to the year ahead. And so on many levels, I'm definitely feeling like a lot of things have wrapped up and a lot of things will be starting soon. There's some cars. It's Friday night, so it's so funny because all week I felt so alone out here, and then suddenly Friday night there's like cars everywhere, people everywhere. Anyway, even though this is my last night, I really appreciate this opportunity to get out and see something new and decompress a little bit, but also get a lot of inspiration, because I do get inspired by being in nature and having a bit of silence and having a bit of time to myself, and I've been able to have that this week, and so I'm feeling good. I hope I can take that feeling with me back home. Okay, I'm done with my little photo/video shoot, and going inside and changing. A white dress has no place in the forest. But look, the lighting is so beautiful, the leaves are so beautiful. Much better, although I'm still wearing a skirt because it's actually decently warm tonight, and it might be one of the last times I can wear a skirt until, like, who knows, May, June. It'll be months. Okay, I'm hungry. I have to make dinner. I keep seeing such beautiful places alongside the road to stop, and I can't help but stop. Look at this. I was definitely not the only person who just stopped and took a million photos, because this is so beautiful. You have these mountains, cliffs, a lake, spectacular autumn color. Ugh. I'll never get home at this pace. I will definitely never be able to get home at this pace.